So what is this? Episode 7, I believe? Alright, so we're going to talk about the interview tracker. So, student interview tracker tracks students from the very first time they contact me to say that they're interested in the class up until they enroll in the class. Once they enroll in the class, then they go to student tracker, which tracks them from day one through graduation. So, let's see, a student emails me, is interested in the class, want to come in to do an interview to see if it's a good fit and wants to enroll. So I'm going to throw that student up here on the interested list because I only do interviews starting about 2 months, well, about a month before a term starts. So we got a term coming up starting in March, and I'm actually doing in the middle of the interviews now. So since when if a student emails me and I'm not doing interviews right then, I'll put them in this interested list. So that way I have them in here, and when I open the interviews, I can just let them know. I can right click on any or all of these students and say to draft the invitation email. I've got several templates in here that I can send them, but basically I'm going to send them the one that says interviews open. It's going to give them the link to Calendly so they can go schedule an interview with me. So once that and then it will also, after they interview or after they schedule. So once that they schedule on Calendly, it'll send me a notification. So then I would go and click on the student and say that they've scheduled an interview. And I'll say the date and time. So that'll put them over here on the dashboard. So you can see I've already done some interviews. These are already done. This one's coming up on the 29th. So once that they've scheduled their interview through Calendly, I'll put them over here. It's going to say what time and what day they're interviewing. Once that I've interviewed everybody for an upcoming term, I will go up here to process the interview cycle. And that's going to move all those students to past applicants. So these are applicants that I've interviewed in the past that didn't get a seat in the class. I will go in here every once in a while, highlight all these students, and also send them reminders that about an upcoming term. So, like if they're already on the wait list, I'll tell them. It'll say, I know you didn't get a seat last time, but we've got another term coming up. If you're still interested, come in, get your paperwork done, and go from there. But this is the life cycle of my interview process. From the time that they email me, get on the interested list, and then I email them to let them know that the interviews are open. We'll move them over to the dashboard. Once I finish interviewing everybody for a term, they'll move over to the past applicants or the wait list, one of the two. And then once they enroll in the class, this is the last time you'll see them on this app before they go to the other one, the student tracker. So once that they get enrolled in the class, I move them to enrolled and put in the term and the year that they're starting. And what this solved for me was when a student used to email me, I had a folder in Outlook, and I would in a folder just called interested, and I would move their email to that folder, and then from that folder I would start sending out the emails to invite people to schedule, and then I would move them from interested to interviewed. So I had like 3 or 4 folders that went through that process all in Outlook. And I decided I just wanted to do it in a single app rather than moving them around folder to folder. And this thing is pretty automated. Once that they schedule, I just say that they scheduled it, moves on the dashboard. I don't have to do any of that. It automatically sends out emails. It's got all my templates in there. So it just makes the entire process a little less cumbersome than moving people around to folders in Outlook.